making A-level biology as simple as a cell. So today we're understanding what happens to lactate after a period of anaerobic respiration in animals. So when oxygen supply is not sufficient, aerobic respiration cannot meet the ATP demand. Hence, oxygen cannot act as the final electron acceptor in the electron transport chain. The electron transport chain stops, reduced NAD cannot be oxidized back to NAD, and without NAD, glycolysis would stop. Therefore, to allow glycolysis to continue, pyruvate accepts hydrogen from reduced NAD, the pyruvate is reduced to lactate, and the reduced NAD is oxidized back to NAD. This way, NAD is regenerated so glycolysis can continue producing ATP. And down at the end of the slide, you have the equation of how this happens. So what is the ATP yield of the situation? So only glycolysis can take place. So therefore, the net gain is only 2 ATP per glucose molecule. The ATP produced is much lower than aerobic respiration. So lactate accumulates in muscle cells during intense exercises such as sprints. Lactate forms lactic acid in solution. So this results in an increase in the hydrogen ion concentration. So from that you can infer that this results in a decrease in the pH as the pH of acids are low. And then the enzymes involved in glycolysis, as they are sensitive to the pH, and a decrease in pH affects the ionic interactions within the enzyme active sites, changing the enzyme shape, reduces enzyme activity, and slows down the ATP production. Over time, the muscle contraction becomes less effective, fatigue occurs, and the exercise intensity cannot be maintained. So at this position, the individual must take rest. And oxygen is available, the lactate converts back to pyruvate. The pyruvate now generated enters the mitochondria and undergoes the link reaction, Krebs cycle, oxidative phosphorylation, just like aerobic respiration. So the pyruvate is completely oxidized to carbon dioxide and water, and large amounts of ATP is produced. Familiar, the breathing rate and heart rate is elevated after intense activities such as sprints. This is because extra oxygen is required to remove the lactate, so more oxygen is taken in through the fast breathing rate and is pumped around the body by the fast heart rate. Oxygen depth is the additional oxygen required after exercise to deal with the effects of anaerobic respiration. The body needs the extra oxygen to oxidize lactate, support aerobic respiration, and restore the normal ATP levels and normal phosphocreatine stores. So not all lactate is immediately oxidized. Some of the lactate is converted into glycogen, some are stored in muscle cells, and some are stored in liver cells. So this provides an energy reserve for future respiration. So that is all from Professor Snap today. Hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you need any clarifications as well, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.